welcome to Nonsense.podcast. Hi.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Even though we've already been talking for 13 minutes.
Yeah.
How's everybody
Has
doing?
it been 13 minutes?
Rob, which camera do I look at?
Pick one.
I feel like I'm just staring wide-eyed into them.
There's like two of them. I feel like I have too many options.
Yeah, we it's nice. It's nice to have all these cameras and being able to like do different angles and stuff.
Surely one of these angles we will like and think we look really good in.
Don't call me sure.
I really do like this angle on me.
I was gonna say, Mykah, I think you look best in that angle right there. This one that's on me and Shane.
The one that I'm not in.
Yeah.
Solid. Great. Hit your little button now.
I would say you can push the button, but you can't reach it.
I don't have long enough
You
arms.
can't reach it. All right, so basically, I wanted us to kind of we know each other.
Right.
So let me see. Let me consult my notes. I wanted us to go around the table, and so since everybody watching or listening could get to know us, I wanted to go around the table, grade school style, and you say your name.
Everybody here hates this.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw Amanda just looking at me. She's like, I know this is coming.
You dumb donkey. Okay.
That's a good way to do it, to insult somebody with that without using the cuss words. I like that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My best friend had a
Proud of
baby,
you.
and I'm trying to not
This is a big
curse as
table.
much. Yeah.
It's really large.
But yeah, so I was thinking we could go around the table and everybody introduce themselves and say one thing. What was it? Oh yeah, say your name and something about yourself.
Oh God, now I have
So
to think.
I guess I'll start. My name is Rob. I am 6 feet tall, and I work out 4 days a week.
Great job.
Great job. 10 out of 10.
Hold on. If you're watching this, I work out 7 days a week. B is my trainer.
Are we going clockwise?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know how to tell time.
My name is Shane. And I am between 5'8" or 5'10", depending on...
You can't copy guys.
And
You can't copy his.
Yeah, listen to the teacher.
Hey,
Stop.
I'm
That was
not
what I was
done.
going to say.
I was just
my bad.
yes-anding Rob.
Oh, okay, fine.
This isn't improv.
It can't be.
Continue.
And this is my favorite hat.
I made that hat.
Amanda made this hat.
Yeah, I did.
Like you stitched it, or
I put the little patch on it all by myself, and then I just bought the hat.
I was gonna say by made it. She meant I ordered it.
that's what
She got the patch custom made.
Because
to be fair,
That's a
tell the
replica.
story.
Okay, that hat is a replica of a hat that Shane had for like 3 or 4 years that he wore every day. And then when we were on vacation, he lost it.
No,
and he was so sad about it.
I've heard so many stories about people losing like their favorite something on vacation.
Yeah.
I'm like
So
determined to never bring my favorite anything on
Yep,
vacation.
and I like looked on the internet for hours, like trying to find it. Couldn't find it, so I just
Had it custom made.
had it custom
Is it
made.
hockey sticks?
no, it's
Hold on. Let her keep guessing.
Oh,
Okay, keep
don't
going.
do that. Is it just the letter A in a fun font?
So there is the letter A in it, and then Omega symbol over the top of it. It's Alpha and Omega was the hat. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Because he's the beginning and the end.
I mean I'm
Lovely.
not. But,
By the way, Shane's gone. So.
and lightning.
So can you see that camera over there, or is that Mike
yeah.
blocking? Is that Mike blocking your face?
Because
Because whenever you're talking to us, I'm pretty sure it's blocking your face. So move it this way toward Amanda.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, and then point it, like tilt it up to point at your mouth. There you go. Sweet.
Perfect.
Super duper. We just want everybody to see your face.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shane, for cutting this.
Yeah. Shane, are you editing this one?
Yeah, I can edit the first one if you
Awesome.
want.
There's no editing to this.
You,
It's all
you,
real.
you have too much going on right now for you to have to
that's
edit
true.
it.
Okay. It's your turn.
I'm Mykah. I'm 5'6".
You can't steal mine.
What? He did that?
I know.
Oh, okay. I'm Mykah.
Oh, so she was trying to
Now
do
I
it
have
the
to
whole time.
think.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll wait.
My name is Mykah. I am a writer full-time, and I love my job.
And are you a writer for the Curly magazine, or do you just get published in it every once in a while?
I am a staffed writer for Curly Hair magazine, and then I am a contributing writer for Curl Mag, which are two separate publications. It's very confusing. nobody understands it except for me, and I barely understand it.
That's awesome though. That's so cool that you're like your stuff is like out there and people are reading it. I remember whenever was it Tori Spelling that was on the cover of one?
Tori Kelly?
Tori Kelly.
Ooh,
Don't mix up those two, please.
Ooh, my bad.
Yeah, Tori Kelly was on the latest issue.
That was awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
cool.
remember you shared it. You were like super proud of it.
Yeah,
That's
my
awesome.
one of my articles is on the cover page, so I was.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Like, hey, here's something that I wrote next to Tori Kelly's face. So cool. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn now.
yeah.
Okay. My name is Amanda. I'm 5'2", and I have 17 children that I teach at school.
Nice.
Yeah.
My house is actually just full. We stuff them in the closets. It's really bad.
But no, I'm a preschool teacher, and it's amazing.
I feel like we
And
should have
my
all
wife.
said what we did for a living now.
Okay, we can do that. I guess I'm a multimedia producer. I do graphic design, web design, video production, editing, animation, visual effects, 3D modeling, animation, whatever. Shane's over. Why are you laughing?
I'm a failed entrepreneur. Not yet.
Well, you're just getting started.
Yeah, I was
so-
gonna say.
I'm trying. I also do video editing. I'm crying. Oh, okay. Yep.
It's
that's
not
what I
that
do.
sad, Shane. Okay.
I'm really bad at making titles for
It
myself.
just took some research. Like I had to like literally research it for a little bit and like figure out the buzzworthy terms or whatever. That's what I did with mine. Like I was like, what is the coolest thing? Because I was like a video editor and then like motion graphic artist and then graphic designer and then I'm like, well, what sounds cooler than that? And so I was like multimedia producer. Because
Yes.
that's literally what I do is I make things on the internet. I make like print stuff. I record audio. I do 3D modeling and all this kind of stuff. So it's like straight up multimedia.
Yeah, I think on LinkedIn it's like, I think it's content creator on LinkedIn.
Oh, that's what you
I have
have
it under.
on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I
That's
believe
cool.
so.
That's what I had as mine before someone else gave me a
sounds
title.
way better than
Marketing
creator.
content coordinator.
Because everyone's a content creator. It's
Yeah.
like, are you a YouTuber or something? And I am that too.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
we're trying to be. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. I hate myself that I did that.
I know, right? It's like there's no good way to do
Smash that
it.
like button.
Smiggity smash it. Okay.
You have to like do the gesture the cool guys do. Like, just
No,
smash
so
that.
we're not that aggressive like those like big the YouTube bros. Like
What
that's
is
not
that?
us.
Like, what produced those people?
Testosterone.
It's just like injections or like what they already had.
Both.
Okay.
No, I honestly I think it was probably the like that's what got the most likes. Like the videos where they did that.
Reminding them to
most-
like?
No, like the,
What if we were
she's
just
talking
annoying
about, like,
as hell?
Yeah, she's talking
like
about
that'll
the,
work,
the
right?
aggressive, like smash that like button, blah blah blah. Like I think they're going for energy, but it got a little over, like a little too high, and then they those are the ones where they got the most likes. Or,
Because people thought they were on speed and they were like, I want to see how the rest of this goes.
Could be.
So,
You make a character and you make it work. That's what it comes down to.
All right, so I want to go on and say how we met each other.
Ooh,
So I don't want to start all of them, so somebody else take the reins on this.
I can start.
Okay.
So I met Rob through an internship with Growing Media Marketing, with whom he is still employed by. Correct?
Well, no, I'm not employed by them.
Okay.
I'm an independent contractor.
He's an independent contractor.
And they are a
with
marketing
him.
firm that hires hire independent contractors to do the work for their clients.
Perfect. And I was an intern, but I was just a marketing intern. I didn't really have a specific title.
Right. You just did whatever Angie asked you to do.
Yeah.
Speaking of Growing Media, they have a podcast called MGM Marketabilities. Go check that out. It's about marketing, and I'm on it too.
Oh, I might want to actually
Shane's
check
on
that
it.
out.
I've
Shane's
been on it
as well.
Okay.
one time.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, that's how I met you. And then Shane and Amanda are a married couple, for anyone who doesn't know. And they are friends with Rob. And
Yes.
I can't remember the first time I met you guys. I'm sure it was at his house, and we played
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, I think
probably playing
so.
games or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't actually remember either.
Yeah,
We
like
were-
the specific time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I met you both at the same time, or I might have met you first. I
Yeah.
don't know why I feel that
Amanda
way.
and I have been over this over and over and over again. We cannot
Figure out how you
figure
met.
out. No, we know how we
Oh.
met. We just don't know when we became friends.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, because we were like, she just started hanging out at my house. Like, well, they all did, but yeah, they were just like hanging out at my house, and it's like, when did that start and why?
Did you invite them over? Surely.
We don't remember.
Surely.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I keep
like,
calling you Shirley.
We're gonna watch a movie or
no.
See? It's almost like the Mandela effect. Like, we just
Well, remember we had first started hanging out at McDonald's after church.
Right. Okay.
And I think that was kind of like the beginning.
Right. I remember that part.
But I don't
how
remember
did you
how
come to my house
yeah.
for the... You came to my house for the first time when you needed me to edit a video for your school project.
Yeah, that's true.
And was it Romeo and Juliet? Or something like that?
I think so.
yeah, I was in that.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
I put on like some titles and graphics and stuff, and you told your mom came with you because you were what, like 13, 14 at the time?
I think I was like 14 or
Your
15.
mom came with you, and you were like, oh, it should take half an hour. It took us more than 2 hours
No.
to get that
And
bit
she's
done.
just sitting there like, what is happening?
But yeah, it was kind of funny. Just the fact that you told her it was going to take 2 hours.
Well, I didn't know. I was just ignorant on the whole.
Right.
I had
Well,
no
the
clue.
way we met was at church
Yeah.
in the youth group.
Yep.
And I was helping with the youth group. My favorite thing to do was walk around with a wrapping paper tube and just bump kids on the head. That was my favorite thing to do.
You just liked the sound it made?
It was hollow on both ends.
Oh my gosh.
Boink. I get it.
No, that's what I thought that was like what I was supposed to be doing, was like reaching out and helping kids and stuff. But then I
Yeah.
found out that they annoy the crap out of me. So
You know what? I hate children.
no, no. I love children. It's just teenagers. The teenage angst. I'm over it.
Like, I would say, like, 12 to 14, those are the worst people on the planet. That's just my personal opinion.
And if you're
Wow.
a 12 or 14-year-old watching this, do better.
Screw
Says
you,
Mykah.
man. I just know I was the worst during that age frame. Like,
Right.
I read through some of my old diaries, like, around that age frame, and I was like, I was a... Which would the be? Because we're not cursing. Like,
Because we are currently in a church.
yeah. Praise Jesus.
So,
Shout out Pastor Troy and the On the Dock podcast. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Go check out Pastor Troy's podcast on the dock. Was it On the Dock with Pastor Troy?
Yeah.
I believe so.
We are currently using their podcast studio, and we appreciate it. So go check that out. So Mykah said that how we met, but I'm going to tell you how we met.
Oh, okay.
Because
He's like, I got details. She's just being boring.
mine's a little different.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know if you guys have seen Mykah, but when she first walked in to Growing Media, I had heard that we were getting an intern, and she walked in, and I literally couldn't breathe. I was like, oh my gosh, you were glowing, and you keep saying, oh, it's probably my oily skin. I was like, I don't know what it was, but you were glowing, and I was like, holy crap. I was smitten, everybody. And then we hung out a little bit, and Angie was like, Rob, I need you to teach her how to shoot or edit or something like that. And we spent a little bit of
Do
time.
anything, basically, because I knew nothing. It was like my first internship. I was 20, 21.
Something
I think,
like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And we spent a little bit of time together, and I was like, this girl's amazing. She's so smart. So then I was like, hey, I texted her in the middle of a meeting, and I was like, hey, do you want to get some lunch? And she was like, yes, with a bunch of S's and stuff. You know those texts.
Yeah.
And then we were talking for a minute about like what sounds good, what do you want to get, and we settled on Mexican, right? So I go to the Mexican restaurant. She shows up, she walks in, and she goes, so where's everybody else? And I was like, oh man, it's just us. And then she sat down, and then about 45 minutes in, I was like, I have to ask you out. So I asked her out. She said no. Then what's crazy is we sat there for 4 hours talking. And then we left and went back to my house and hung out for another 5 hours. And I don't remember what we talked about, but this is the most I've talked to anybody in a long, long time.
Yeah.
For some reason, the two of us can talk forever with each other.
It's a problem, actually.
Right, yeah. Because you'll be like, all right, I got to be home by 10 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You're like,
dang.
oh, I guess I
Yeah.
should leave. But one of the funniest things about that story is when she first walked into my house, I had all the blinds closed. And she goes, why are all your blinds closed? And she literally walked around my house and opened every single one of them.
That's funny.
And I assumed that it was partially for safety, but also partially because this is the first time we had ever really hung out together at all. Partially for safety, but also because it was really dark. And then you were like, why don't you have anything on your walls? I literally had nothing on my
I'm
walls.
so judgmental. That's all I get when you tell this story.
No, not at all. Like it was unordinary. Like, it was not ordinary for like my house, like the way it was set up. But now I have like little trees that are like on the wall as little decals, and I've got like art hanging up everywhere.
And plants,
and
real
plants
life
that
plants.
are, well, they're still alive.
Oh, are they still alive?
I mean,
Ooh,
look
I
at
don't
Amanda's
know.
face. Amanda's
alive
like, why
last
does your
time I was
plant
there.
always die?
I'm just so judgmental on Rob's plants. I'm always like, Rob, you can do better.
I mean, I'm a dedicated plant mom myself, so I get it. It's
I
like,
don't
how'd you
know-
kill a succulent? Like, they basically need nothing. Like,
I don't know how to raise them. Like mine, it's like I give it too much water. I give it not enough water. It has sunlight all day long, except for when it's nighttime. I don't understand what's wrong with it.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just one of those angsty teenagers.
Maybe you need to talk to it. Give it some
guess.
oxygen.
I
I
do
gave
talk to my plants. Do you talk to your plants?
Yes, sometimes.
I gave it a bandana. What more does it want?
Not my little cactus in
You
my
gotta tell it,
bathroom.
it's like,
though.
you're so pretty. Yeah, the leaves look so good. You're so shiny.
But that would be lying to it because its leaves do not look good.
Well, sometimes it just needs positive reinforcement. Would you tell your friend that looks rough that, hey, you're looking rough, get better? Or would you be
Maybe
like,
you
hey,
should.
look,
Not in so many words, but I'd be like, "Hey, are you okay?"
you're doing all right.
Doing
You
okay.
need some water? You look a little dehydrated.
Speaking of that, why don't you two tell how you met each other?
Oh, yeah. Do I know this?
I figured you would enjoy hearing this
yeah,
story.
I will.
We met in the womb.
Wait, whoa.
No, that's true.
Two separate wombs.
I think there's photo evidence of us being together in kindergarten.
Yeah, it was at like a little sing, you know, we're
Oh
like
my gosh,
standing next
I've
to
seen
each
that
other.
picture.
Yeah.
I've seen
That we were
picture.
right
is it
next to
on
each other.
Facebook?
It is
I
adorable.
I might have seen it.
I think so.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
adorable.
But I don't think I actually really knew you existed till 3rd grade, probably.
Were you not in the same class?
No, we weren't in the same class.
Amanda's actually a little bit older
Yeah.
than Shane.
But well,
But not
we're-
like a grade older.
No,
No.
not a grade older. We just had different teachers in elementary
Yeah,
school. But when we actually first became like friends and like started dating, it was in 5th grade. So
And wasn't there some
Wait, you
sort of
started
rock
dating in
involved?
5th grade?
yeah,
Was he your first boyfriend?
yeah.
And you were her first. She her first. What am I trying? What is English again?
How do you words?
Yeah.
But
Wasn't there a rock involved?
Crystal?
Oh, the proposal.
Yeah.
Well, I
gave
mean,
her-
it's a type of rock. I didn't want to give it away.
I gave
wanted
her
you to
a
tell the story.
quartz crystal.
Yeah. 10-year-old
Those are
Shane.
nice.
It was my favorite one.
Yep. It was like big too. It was like cute.
I knew that would melt your heart.
That is
why
super cute.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted them to tell the story.
And then
But-
you lost it. Actually buried it.
Yeah,
Oh.
I buried it. This was, oh my gosh. You talking about the 12-year-olds are crazy. Yeah, I was like, oh, me and Shane, because we broke up once.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
It was like drama, you know? And I was like, my heart's broken. I don't want to see him anymore. I'm going to like bury all the notes and stuff he gave me, like drama, you know?
You buried it instead of setting it on fire.
No, I burned the notes, but you
Okay.
can't burn crystal, you know? Like,
You can try.
You can try. So I literally just put it all in a little mason jar and then buried it.
And then did you end up having to dig it back up?
Well, it's still in one of my old friends'
way.
backyard.
Oh, it's in
right
your
now.
friend's yard.
Yeah. Yeah, it was me and one of my friends.
Do you know where it is? Like, would you be able to find it if you had to go get it?
Yeah, I had actually messaged her like last year, literally like asking if I could go in her backyard and dig it up. But it didn't end up working out. I think someone got COVID or something.
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean-
Oh,
just,
so you are going to try, though.
yeah, maybe
that's
maybe
cool.
one day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see it.
I
Well-
can't believe you haven't dug it up yet.
I know. Well, the reason I was wanting to go over there and dig it up is last year I had a tattoo appointment scheduled to actually get it tattooed on my arm. But then I ended up in the hospital, so I wasn't able to get it. So
Yeah, that
hopefully
was
this year.
That was a crazy story. That was a crazy situation. Right
Yeah,
there.
that was crazy for sure.
All right. So, in your opinion, what is the best way to get to know somebody?
Long inhale.
Definitely
What?
icebreakers.
I said long inhale.
Oh.
Just because I went like. Oof.
Icebreakers?
You know what?
I'm just kidding.
I
That
might
was a
have an
joke.
answer. I'd say, obviously, you don't aim for this, but be in a really difficult situation together. That is
Okay.
a really good way to get to know
That's
someone.
true. There's what is it? Isn't it Sun Tzu who said like you? I don't. It may not have been. Don't quote me, or don't quote him. Whatever. It's if you can live with a man 40 years and never know him, hold him over a volcano, and on that day you'll get to meet the man. So it's you go trial by fire essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent answer.
That's what was going on at the start of my relationship with my partner. So it helped us. It was a major icebreaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Like, we had a literal crazy person that was like trying to do everything she could to split us up. So
That'll do it.
That
Yep.
story, yeah.
that's a whole nother story.
Yep.
And actually, I could totally tell that. I don't care. Maybe not now.
Yeah,
but yeah,
on a different
yeah.
on a different episode probably, because we can go into like crazy situations you've been in and stuff. You've had to
Oh
deal
yeah, I got some good ones for that.
with. Awesome.
So
Stay tuned, subscribe, and find out whenever we're gonna post those.
Smash the like button. Okay. Anyway.
Also follow us on Instagram at nonsense.podcast. Okay. Anybody else have any answers for that? Because I that's the best one that I could think of. I don't really have any.
I was
other.
basically going to say the same thing.
That's
so.
what they all say after the answer's been said.
Right. It's because I don't have anything better to add. I rarely do.
What makes you feel that you know someone? Like, is there anything that somebody could do or a situation you could be in or something like that where you feel like you really, really know somebody besides like going through a super crazy volcano with them?
I feel like whenever you can kind of like read that person's body language,
Good.
because you're just like around them so much, I feel like that's what I'm like. Yeah,
You and I have that whenever we're like playing a game or whatever,
Yeah.
and you have to lie. Neither one of us,
I know.
you can't ever get it over on each other.
I
It's
know.
like you're like, I know you're lying, and I'm like, I thought I was doing good.
But yeah, I just feel like, because I feel like I'm like that with most of my good friends. So
That's awesome. That's a really good answer.
yeah,
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
So everybody
Do we have a
says?
Steve Harvey like good answer or like the ding that when the answer's right on Family Feud?
No, we
Or
need to program
bing.
that.
Editor Shane,
No.
go ahead and put
It's
that
really
in.
not necessary.
Go ahead
No.
and put that in. Actually, you will have already put it in. Okay. Does anybody else have any other answers?
I would answer something that we've talked about: being vulnerable, being able to be comfortably vulnerable with
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah, that's so hard in a lot of relationships, or and I say relationships. I'm not talking about like romantic relationships, just any at all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard to be vulnerable because like so many people they're judgmental and they want to like. I guess maybe this is the narcissist in me where they're like, they want to see you fail. Like, so it's hard for you to be vulnerable. I think a lot of people are that way.
Oh man, that's terrible.
No. I'm saying I think a lot of people don't want to feel vulnerable.
Well, and I
because
feel-
they're going to get taken advantage
Yeah.
of. Or,
yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of it springs from like past hurts.
Yeah.
Like you've been vulnerable with your friends before, and they've like used it against you or something.
Right. Yeah. That's not a friend.
Yeah, I know.
That's not a friend at all.
No.
That was an excellent answer. Whose tummy was that?
That was mine.
I was gonna say just like if you, I think it's trust for me. Like if you feel like you can trust somebody, you know them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that like I have, my brother's wife. Her name is Christina. Hi, Christina. She's probably not ever gonna watch
That wave was like
I trust her. Well, I mean, I trust my brother. I trust you guys and everything, but I'm using her as an example. I trust her like I would trust her with absolutely anything. Like if my life was in the balance, I know that I could trust her to make the best decision for whatever the outcome would be.
Yeah.
So that's such a great feeling.
yeah.
I do have some people that I know that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'd trust you in my house. But all of you guys, I'd be like, you want a key?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, trust is definitely something that you need. So I think it's cool. All of them they're all pretty similar, like trust,
Yeah.
vulnerability, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we didn't make any jokes like you can be naked around them.
Yeah, we took it real
We were
serious.
serious.
I don't know, man. I don't think. No, never, I don't know. What I was gonna do. All right. Questions in a bowl.
Oh boy!
So you
Amanda,
guys may
shake
see
the bowl.
that there's a bowl here on the table. There are a bunch of random questions in it. I guess we can just pull from it until we get tired of doing it, and then editor Shane, you may cut this up.
I hope
However
you can
like.
close up on him crying every time you say that.
Yeah,
that
Shane,
camera
close
over
up
there.
on me every time I cry.
Now you're going to get to this point and be like, now I got to go back to the 7 other times I cried and zoom in on it. Okay, so who wants to start?
Oh, I do. I definitely
All
do.
Shake the bowl.
I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, Mykah likes the sound of the bowl being drug around on the table.
Oh yeah. I mean, does that not
I feel like
give
that
anybody
wasn't
else?
as good as the last time.
It's the
Yeah,
gooses.
well.
Well, I think it needs to be over here. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just them shaking in the bowl is nice.
ASMR.
Why are these in blue ink?
Well, there's a story behind that. I spent probably 2 hours trying to print these because my printer, I put brand new black ink in it. Listen, ink companies, brand new in the vacuum sealed package. I almost said volume sealed package. In the vacuum sealed package, I took it out obviously before I put it in, and I hit print, and it printed nothing. And I was like, well, that's not supposed to do that. So I printed and printed and printed, and then I cleaned it, and I cleaned the heads, and I checked the nozzles, and I cleaned the heads, and I checked the nozzles, and I pulled everything out, and I cleaned it by hand, and I put everything back in, and it still wouldn't print. And then it was printing in the little lines and missing big blocks. So, I was trying to print in black, and it just wouldn't do it. So I was like, this is really stupid. So I'm like, you know what? Actually, it probably took me about 3 or 4 hours to go through all of this. And I was like, I'm just going to print in blue.
And now here we are.
Now here we are.
It's blue's fine.
Blue. Blue's all right.
Okay. What secret conspiracy would you like to start? Would it be secret if you're going to start it, though?
That's
Like
true.
conspiracy theory you'd
Yeah.
like to start?
Yeah.
Like Tupac is alive, the earth is flat, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But preferably something different.
I've got
Yeah.
one. All farms are not real. All food comes from Yetis.
Really?
So they just deliver it from Antarctica or something?
Yeah, from the Himalayas.
That would make sense, though, because have you ever heard, like, I've heard that some kids are being like, why would you go kill a deer when you can just go, or a cow or whatever, when you can just go to the store and buy it?
They're right, because it does come from Yetis.
It comes from the Yetis. Nice.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Did you have that pre-prepared?
Nope.
Is that something you've thought about? That just
First thing
came
I
right
thought
out.
of.
Okay.
Yep, thank you, ADHD.
This idea was sponsored by
sorry.
ADHD.
I'm sorry, Mykah. I'm sorry, pre-prepared?
Oh, did I say pre-prepared?
Wasn't
English.
Prepared.
That's redundant.
Prepared.
prepared. Okay.
Prepared before he spoke.
Before he prepared it.
Yeah.
Did you have it prepared before you prepared it?
Yes.
There is such thing as pre-prepared. Sometimes I really do have to be pre-prepared at my job. Like, I gotta get pre-prepared for this meeting that I always already need to be prepared for. Stress.
That's funny. Any other conspiracy theories, anybody?
I've never thought about creating one.
I know. I'm just not really into conspiracies
I'm not
a
either.
lot.
I'm not into them at all.
I got into them because of Shane Dawson.
Yeah.
And then I got really out of them because of him also.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't
He's
know who
a
Shane
YouTuber.
Dawson is? What?
Well, he was back in the day.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Shane. Sorry, Shane.
I think he's
Dawson.
been inactive for at least a year. There was
Yeah.
some whole scandal. I can't remember what happened
It's
exactly.
with James
but-
Charles.
Was it with James Charles?
Yeah, it was James.
Again, another controversial
Wasn't
figure.
he the writer of Cheers? Was he one of the writers on Cheers?
Was James Charles, you guys, was James Charles the writer? One of the main
comment
writers
down
on
below.
Cheers?
No, Rob, stop saying names.
Oh,
Wait,
you
we
gotta
can't
go
say
look for him,
James
don't you?
Charles?
You got to go look for all those people.
Insert me crying again.
Yeah, every time we mention something, he's got to go find it and put it up on the screen.
Oh, he's like a makeup guru. He's like early 20s. Just he's controversial because
Yeah.
why is he? I don't know.
I don't know. I just keep seeing these videos of him like singing.
I thought he kept on
Karaoke
soliciting
in
minors,
malls.
but I don't know
Oh,
if
I know
that's
he
like
tries
true.
to sing and
dancing.
it's not the greatest.
I know,
That's
it's
all.
not good.
That is something.
Did
I
you
know.
say something about minors?
I thought he kept on soliciting minors on the internet. and that's what it
Yes,
was.
yes.
Yeah.
He was talking to underage gentlemen.
yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's soliciting, but.
All right, next
Yeah.
question.
Yep. Wait,
on.
Rob, you didn't have a conspiracy theory?
No,
I
I don't
didn't
like
at
conspiracy
all.
theories. I'm not a fan.
Can I give you another one?
Yes, Shane, you may.
Okay. I thought about this while everyone else was talking. There's actually no one in the entire state of Wyoming. It's all groundhogs.
Wow. You're gonna start spreading.
So if you see a
Everyone
person,
you see in Wyoming
it's
is just
several
groundhogs in a person's
groundhogs
suit.
in a suit.
Right.
Yep, every time.
Wow.
You're like, what's your social security number? 7.
What is your account number?
7.
7?
I'm trying to think if I know anybody from Wyoming now, and
You
I
don't, because they're
don't.
all
yeah, I
groundhogs.
can't
Yeah.
say that I do.
They're all
And
groundhogs.
anyone who tells you there is, if they have family there, is also groundhogs.
Yeah.
And that's why the state is square, because groundhogs can only draw in straight lines.
Yeah.
It's actually the least populated state in the United States because it's just groundhogs.
You know, that that takes me back to when I was in geography class. I hated it. I sat in the front and I got an A, and then he moved me to the back in the middle of the semester, and I sat next to this pretty girl, and I got a D because we wrote notes back and forth.
Because you were studying her geography.
Yeah, I never learned it. I never learned her geography though. No, I heard. My teacher was asking. He said, "What is the least populated place on the planet, or whatever like that?" And I said, I just called out the Pacific Ocean.
I mean, you're probably no.
Well, with people, but there are probably some dead people.
There's islands.
But he goes, yeah,
the dead people in the ocean count. I didn't think they were like counted in the census.
They don't vote, so it's fine. Then he goes, yeah, that sounds like some of your test answers. Right in the middle of the class. Just straight savage.
God,
Yeah.
he burned the living heck out of you.
Yeah, but I mean, I deserved it though, because I was also doing this. I was going.
Oh
And he
God,
lost
yeah,
his
that's
mind.
annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, I was what, 15?
I'm sure you just did it nonstop too.
Well, what I would do is I'd have my pencil and I'd just be like twisting it, hitting my cheek with it, and then every once in a while I would be like, and he would be like, "If you make that sound one more time," I was like, "All right," and then I did it again on accident, like
Not
just
even thinking
absent-mindedly,
yeah.
and I did it, and I was like, he lost it, and I
Yep.
was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
That one was an accident.
Right. All right. Anybody else got any ones?
I
I do not. No.
I don't even have any that I really think are interesting. Like they're
I'm
all
gonna
just
grab a
kind of
short
silly.
one. They're all varying lengths in here, so I grabbed a short one. Hopefully, it's a silly one. What would your superpower be? No. What would your superhero power be? I need to learn how to read. Mine would be, I would like to be able to fly. I know that's kind of boring, but I would be super cool to just be able to fly. I think I'd be kind of scared.
I mean,
though.
you'd save a ton of money traveling.
That's true. But then I would probably
You
have
would
to
reduce your carbon footprint.
I'd probably have to
I mean-
register. Depends on how I fly, though. Like, what creates my power? If I'm farting the whole time, then that's some carbon. That I think I don't know what farts are. Methane, maybe.
Yeah, you would be expending some methane. It's methane.
Would that be considered part of my carbon footprint?
Yes, but it wouldn't be as bad as like taking a car or a plane.
Okay.
So it's still a win.
Yeah. So
Yep.
that'd be kind of cool. But I think I'd also be kind of scared because, like, I don't know how high I would fly though, because I don't want to crash into like somebody's house. So I'd probably fly a little higher than houses.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What a waste. It's like, yeah, I can fly, but just above your house.
Right.
I feel
Doesn't-
like someone else is going to have mine just because it's like
Oh, you're
such
a superpower?
could be a world altering superpower.
I think there's something about this room that makes us not be able to talk.
Yeah.
Anybody else? What would your superhero powers be?
I'm gonna go with I want to be able to make anything like.
Like Green Lantern?
No, like not Green Lantern. Like I want to actually be able to physically make whatever I want. Like I can just poof it into existence. Like if I'm like, man, I really need a fork, I just be
I feel
like,
like there's a
boop,
word
fork.
for that, but I can't remember.
Manifestation.
What it is. Manifestation.
I have, you want to know why that word was so right there? Like this? Because I don't push buttons, Rob. I've been working on several books that I'm trying to write. And one of the characters' ability is manifestation. He can literally create anything he wants to into existence.
That's cool.
Yeah. But then I
Even
was
like a nuclear bomb.
anything.
Gosh, that's scary.
But how imagine if like he created it and then it kind of like vanished away. Like its ability to stay is based on his will for like that to exist. So once he like doesn't want it to exist anymore, it won't.
Wow.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll share mine. It would either be invisibility to be in rooms and hear things
Just-
that I wouldn't ordinarily
You
be
want
able to
the
hear.
tea?
Yeah.
I want the tea.
Yeah, because I mean, I could literally, I
I
could
said
hop
tea,
on it.
everybody.
Yeah. I could hop on an airplane and they probably wouldn't notice me.
Oh no, the TSA.
So I could
they'd catch you.
travel, even though I'm invisible.
They got them IR goggles or whatever.
The other thing was to read minds, but that's.
That would be cool.
I feel a
but-
little bit more complicated because do you have to touch them? Do you have to be in the room? There's all these different
well,
stipulations.
You're the decider on that.
Oh, well, then I
Yeah,
can
you make the rules.
Yeah, this is your
My
superpower.
superpower is that I'm a genie and I can come up with as many superpowers as I want then, if there's not
Yeah,
rules.
that's fine. You can do that. However, you did just say genie, so you are going to be confined to a lamp.
Oh.
You didn't clarify.
Also, you look like Will Smith.
He's a
He's
Yeah.
a
character right now, isn't he?
That's going to be dated. Panda, you got one?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when my mom first saw my boyfriend, she said he looked like Will Smith, which I thought that was funny.
I don't see
And
that
I was
at
like,
all.
I know. I don't see that
Not even a little
either.
bit.
No.
Yeah, he's so white. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really see it either. Other people apparently have told him that, but I'm like,
That's
I
probably because
really
they're
don't.
racist.
I really don't see
like,
that.
who's a black guy? No.
I don't see it at all. I don't see it at
Yeah,
all.
me either.
He is a good looking dude, though. Your boyfriend's a
I
good
would
looking dude.
agree.
I mean, I'd date him if I was a guy.
Wait, if I was a guy, is that what you just said?
Yeah, that's one of my brother's sayings. He says that all the time. It's silly.
My superpower. I think mine would be like to get down on like atomic level, like,
Ant-Man.
Oh.
and then I don't know. I just think it would be cool. You can go places that
You would
you
see
normally wouldn't be able to.
You would see
A whole new
a
world.
whole new
Yep.
world. Yeah, because there'd be like, you'd be able to see like molecules and
Yeah.
atoms
Oh,
and stuff
God.
that we can't see. It'd be like, you could just like, I would say you could probably hop from atom to atom, but I don't think when you're on that small, I don't think they're close enough.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it would be cool.
That would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I feel like that's terrifying.
I
It would be-
also agree it would be very terrifying.
Well, I think it'd be okay because like you wouldn't have to worry about getting stepped on because like even if somebody did step on you, you just go right in between all the little pores and cracks or whatever on their shoes or feet.
Yeah, but then you're
I'm
inside
just
their
thinking
shoe.
of the parasites
No, like,
and all
it would
the
probably go
way
around
everything
you.
would look once you are
Oh, yeah.
microscopic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just be very
You
scary.
would you be able to see like people if you're that small? Would you be able to? Because it'd be like looking at a building that's like
That's a good
the
question.
size of like 30 planets or whatever. It's like because your eyes would be so teeny tiny. Would you be able to see something that big? Or would it just be like a collection of molecules that are so far away they're out of focus?
Now you're freaking me out about it. Maybe I changed my
I'm not high, I
mind.
swear.
I don't know.
It's like, I gotta think about this one
I
now.
know.
I didn't mean to demolish your idea, but that's just what came to my mind.
Yeah.
Whenever I thought about it. All right. Anybody else want to go? Who's next?
Oh, I guess I'm gonna.
Well,
go.
I think it's Jane. Yeah.
Oh no, it could be anybody. You can just pull from it.
Okay. I like
Pick
this
a good one.
Yeah, don't pick a bad one.
Oh,
'cause
it's
there
so
are some-
Oh,
long.
wow, that's
It's
a
so
long
long.
one.
So you can see how long this is. It's like as long as the microphone. Okay. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume that you had done?
Ooh, let's see. Well, yeah, you have to answer that first.
I have to answer it first.
Yeah, because it's your question.
If I like, hey, I'm in jail.
And then we're like, why? What did you? Amanda would be like, what did you do?
I would guess. I have an answer, but you answer first.
I would probably assume that I let my insurance expire on accident because I forgot to pay it, and then I just got
Very
arrested.
good answer.
Because that's
It's
exactly
very
what would
real.
happen.
That's a very
Yeah.
good answer.
That probably will happen to me at some point.
Oh God, I hope not.
And then Amanda will also get arrested because we have the same insurance.
Stop. No, I won't get caught.
That's what they all say.
If I do, I'll
right
just
before they get
I'll
caught.
just cry and
They'll
hopefully
let you out.
that'll get me out of it.
Little crocodile tears.
Yeah.
So what was your answer? For
Oh,
what it
my
would be?
my answer for what Shane?
Yeah.
What I would think for
Yeah.
Shane,
He calls you and he's like, "Hey, baby, I'm in jail."
baby.
And then
Yeah,
you're
I'm
like,
in-
what
I'd
pops
be
in your
like,
head?
I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'd be like, Shane, what were you like? Did you not have your license, your fishing license on you?
Okay.
I don't think they
Like-
arrest you for that.
Okay, poaching then.
They don't arrest
But
you
you
for that
wouldn't
either.
poach.
They actually really don't arrest you for hardly anything like that
Well,
unless like
fine, never mind.
Well, it's probably
then.
because you're a white man.
no. It's just the penalties are a lot less
Like,
harsh
stop
than they should be, to be honest. Unless you're like, unless I've poached like 176. No, not even that. I've seen stuff like that.
175 's the
They
limit,
just
guys.
fine you. You get fined really bad, and
That's
that's
it.
like it. Like
Oh.
very rarely do you go to jail. I was gonna say something else. Okay, continue. Sorry.
I see. Now that you guys have said the insurance stuff, I'm like, well, that's the best answer. Like,
It's a realistic
no,
answer.
you have to pick something else.
I was wanting to make this easy on myself. That's why I have notes. Mykah, you go, and then I'll think of something. I don't know how well
That's
you know
a hard
Shane, though.
one. Oh, I'm supposed to answer for what Shane?
Yeah,
I
what
think?
did Shane get arrested
what did
for?
Shane get arrested for?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were.
I
also
thought it
doing
was each
ourselves.
person.
Yeah.
Well, no. If Shane called you and he was like,
Well, first I'd be like, why are you calling me Shane? Like, where's your wife and, like, anybody else? like, I'm literally in Chicago. Do you think how'd you get my phone
he'd be
number?
like, I have 4 minutes left. I need you to let me ask you this question.
The thing is, my dad is a cop, and we do have some connections in the Southern Illinois Police
Okay, so there you
Department.
go,
So it
bam.
actually, you might be like, can I get this traffic ticket taken
Taken
care of?
care of,
Like, like, can you help a brother out? Maybe something like that. That's
Could
the
you
only
make
thing
it
I
go away?
all these bodies, make them go away.
So if you got arrested, what would it be for?
I was thinking, I mean, the boring answer is I think my family would immediately be like, oh, there was a mistake. She was mistaken for someone else. I don't know. I don't do
Who,
anything
Felicity?
illegal. Felicity?
Yeah,
Oh, like the...
with the hair?
That's Carrie Russell. I
Right.
take that as a compliment.
Good.
You know what? We've had a lot of drama in our family, like, over the past a couple months. So I feel like there's not a lot that would shock them too much because we've just been shocked by some of the stuff that's happened recently. Right. So I feel like they'd be like, what? Oh, she, like, Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And it wouldn't be like, oh, okay. I'd be like, yeah, okay. Whatever.
This is how it is.
Here we go again.
My mom thinks I stole a car, everybody. Wow.
Or, like, petty theft. Because I have actually stolen a few things on accident.
On an accident.
Right.
No, I know. It's. I get it.
I mean,
It's fine.
I got arrested for
Oh yeah, you've told me.
was
this.
it what would it be called? Oh, retail theft.
Oh.
Did you actually do it on purpose?
No, I didn't take anything.
I took like a ring, and then a bracelet
Right.
the other time. So
On accident?
yes.
Like you would put them on.
The
you were
first
just
time
like,
I did it was in a store called We Three Girls in the Marion Star Center Mall when it was still a mall, and it didn't have a tag or anything on it. I just walked out, and then as we were like driving back to my grandma's, I was like, "Oh my god, I have this bracelet on, Mom. We gotta go back." She's like, "Oh, who cares? Like, who cares?" Like,
Did you not take it back?
nope. And we still have the bracelet. And we're on vacation.
Cops, get her. I wish I had like a
Is that
siren
still,
sound effect.
Is the statute of limitations on that still good? How
It's
long
been
are you
over
on?
10 years.
Oh, you're
at
good then.
least.
Yeah, you're solid.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure the statute of limitations.
and
is
again,
on
it's not like it was like a gold or silver. Like it was just like some.
like a toy.
It was like a bracelet with an elastic in it,
Oh,
if that
yeah.
tells you anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive, so.
Yeah, mine was I wasn't actually stealing anything. I was with somebody who stole some stuff, and they said I was his lookout.
Oh, so what happened there?
I got arrested.
Who stole the stuff?
This dude I went to school with.
What did he steal?
You,
the
I'm sure you
details.
haven't heard the story.
I probably have, but I've forgotten.
He
so.
stole some necklaces. They were like those little puka shell necklaces and stuff like that. He stole like
Lame.
3 or
That's
4
the
of
dumbest
those.
thing.
Yeah, and then that's what he got caught for. He stole a CD as well, and then before that he had stole some walkie talkies.
What year was this? 1999.
Electronics are
2001.
like hard to steal and
Walkie-talkies?
get away with, I feel like.
Do what?
I feel like the stuff that I've stolen was easy to get away with because you don't think about it.
Right.
But like, how do you steal like a freaking PlayStation like, and stuff like that? I don't get how people do that.
There are a lot of people who will just like walk out of the store with it, and they actually some of them. There was a guy
Do
who
they
was
not have
talking
alarms
about.
on them?
Well, they probably pull that out, like they take out the alarm thing. But there are people who they will go to the back of Walmart, and they found that some of the back doors will have like gaps under them, and they'll chuck DVDs out underneath them, and then they can walk around behind the store and get them.
Oh, is this the Marion Walmart? No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I don't know. I read about it on Reddit. Somebody talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sure
Whenever-
there's a lot of creative ways to steal, and I've
Right.
honestly thought of some of them just from my own experiences.
And somebody did say on Reddit, they said that they could put a TV in a cart and walk out through the garden center because there's nothing out there.
Right, it's like how do you stop these people from
Well,
doing
no, I'm
stuff
saying
like that?
there's no like those little gates that you walk through that beep when you steal stuff.
Exactly.
Those aren't in the
So,
garden
like-
center.
Rob is just
Why has no one thought of how to take care of
Walmart.
this?
Walmart, you're going down.
I was gonna say, whenever I worked at Dick's, number one, people stole stuff all the time. I mean, every shift, someone had stolen something. But
What is Dick's for the people that don't know?
Dick's Sporting
Dick's Sporting Goods, because Dick's could
for a
be a
little
lot
bit
of things.
of subtext, yeah, it's a sporting goods store.
It's Richard's store.
Richard's store. Because people name Richard often by
Right,
Dick.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shane has the blankest look on his face. He's like, I don't get it.
Dial-up
But-
noises.
There's two instances that I specifically remember. One of them is someone stole this lid to like a Yeti bucket. Okay, yeah, number one, yeah, that face. Like, why would you steal a Yeti out of everything? Like a Yeti bucket lid. But the thing is, it is the size of a bucket lid. Like, it is a large lid. I don't know how they got out of the store with that. I legitimately have no idea. Because you cannot walk out of Dick's like that. Like, so, like, most stores, like, you're right. Like, you can just go out the front or whatever. Like, there's one entrance. But in Dick's, there's an entrance here where you come in, and then there's cash registers to get out. You cannot exit back through that way. You have to go around the cash registers. Which means the only way...
Could it have been that they had it, like, at the bottom of their cart or something? Like, you know how they have the, like, the
I don't...
bottom
Not really, because...
I don't know if Dick's has carts.
I mean, maybe. It's technically possible they could have done that, but I feel like they
But why
just
would
shoved
you
it under their
steal
shirt
that?
somehow and got it out.
Why would you steal that?
Which
Yeti
leads
lid?
me to my second item, which this was crazy. So somebody stole, like, it was an airsoft gun. But it was one of, like, the full-size replica, like, M4s, like, made out of metal. Popped it out of the box. Walked out of the store with it somehow.
Just
It is the size of a full rifle. And they
They
somehow
must,
got
have a
out
big,
of the
they must
store.
have had a big coat or something.
I still... It was in the summer.
How did you figure this out? Did you like come to work the next day and
Okay,
they're like, oh,
this
wow,
is
a guy
this is
stole
how
a
it always
rifle.
happens.
Okay.
You just walk down the aisles and all of a sudden you start seeing like
Open.
boxes and like
Yeah.
open stuff everywhere. That's usually how you know. In this case, that's pretty much what happened. I was walking down the aisle and I just saw the box with nothing in it, and I was like, "Oh, it's gone." And then like it dawned on me, I'm like, "That is like a full gun." I'm like, "How did someone get out of here with
very
a full
concerning.
Yeah.
gun?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was very. That was one where I was like, I don't understand how this happened. Like the fishing baits and stuff. Yeah, close. I get it. Full size rifle. Don't know how you get out of the store without without anyone noticing. But anyway,
That that kind of reminds me of like at Walmart you'll see like a chicken wing that has been eaten. It's sitting over with the tortillas.
Yeah.
I see that stuff all
Bro.
the time, like a Reese's wrapper that's completely open in Target on the shelf. I'm like, okay.
if you're that
Could
hungry,
have been somebody stealing it, or it could have been the mice.
honestly, like if you're so hungry, like you have to go to Walmart and just eat it in the store and leave.
Yeah.
It's okay.
My
Yeah.
dad
not
used
mad at
to
you.
grab like a grape as we'd walk past the grapes. He would just take one and eat it, and he was like, "It's fine. It's a grape." I'm
My
like,
mom, my whole life, every time we go to the grocery
Oh, I
store,
hate
she
this.
still does this to this
Oh,
day.
gosh.
She will grab like a drink and then she'll just drink it the whole time she is shopping, and then she'll just like scan the empty
My dad does that, too.
bottle
I've
at
done
the end
stuff
of the
like that, like occasionally.
I
If I'm
can't.
real
That's
thirsty.
true. I
For
always
some
feel
reason, I
like somebody's
can't
watching me though. Every time I'm just like,
I know, it is a little like, hopefully I don't get in trouble, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for it. I swear.
But then it's like, what if you like try to pay for it and like your card doesn't work or something?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a little awkward.
That's funny.
It's already inside your tum tum.
Yeah, you're like, I'm
It's too
sorry.
late. It's like I always wonder, like when you go through the drive-through. I've thought about this so many times.
I know what you're gonna say.
Like you
His
know,
body
you know,
language
you know how
that
they
gives away.
how they give you the food. Before you, like they'll give you the food, then you give them your card. Like if it declines,
I've never done that before.
they always do that to me.
Mine's not that I've done it any time recently. Be my trainer. I haven't done it. I haven't.
Rob
gone
does not eat fast food, guys.
No, anytime I would go there, they would give me I'd give them the payment first, and then they'd give me the food.
Yeah, they always give me my food first. Okay.
Well, specifically at Dairy Queen. This is what you're thinking
I mean,
of.
like it was Dairy Queen, but like I've thought about this in multiple places. So, like, if they give me the food already, and then my card declines, do they like want it back? Because they're not going to be able to like.
They would probably take
Do
it
it
back and
anyway.
throw it away.
Yeah, see why?
Well, because then that could be like a scam that people could do. Like, oh, my card.
I mean, that's true, but like, but you're just gonna throw it away.
right.
I'm hungry.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's that like the
I understand the
the
logic.
laws
I
and
just
stuff.
like
or not the laws, but the,
it's never
the
hap-
law.
It's never happened. It's not the law. They could give me the food, but like Amanda got an
I'm
ice
in a
cream,
rule, like
like
a
an ice cream
policy.
cone one time when we were over there. I think that's where this whole thing started. She got the ice cream cone,
And I was
it was
like,
it was already starting to melt.
Yeah.
So she already started eating it, and I'm like, "What if the card declines?" And it's like you're like half an ice cream cone. You're like,
Oh,
sorry. Like I'm sure, like if it was me in the drive-through, I'd just be like, just keep it. I'm not
mean,
taking
who's
back
gonna
crap.
mess with
Yeah,
that?
the worker
Seriously.
would be like, I don't care.
I don't get paid enough for this.
You know what? now that I'm thinking about it, there's been multiple times. So in Chicago, I take public transportation because why would I have a car? Everything is through Ventura, Chicago, and I have a Ventura card. And there's been multiple times where I've tapped it and it said insufficient funds, and they're just like, just go. Just go. Like,
You're gonna hold up the line.
Well, yeah, there's a line of people, and it's just like, I want my shift to be over as soon as possible. I got to get to this location. Just
Right.
get on the dang bus.
Yeah.
I think there's a level of like inconvenience whenever you're in a job that doesn't pay you that much, where you're just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I used to work at Walker's Bluff, the redacted place, it's a bar back. One time I was restocking something and a giant fight started going off like in the bar room area, and literally I looked at it. I was like, I was getting paid to break up fights, and I just hid in the freezer area with the drinks until it was over.
Did you like call the police?
No, my manager came out and started breaking them up.
Okay.
But literally, I was like, I get paid minimum wage. I'm like, I'm not getting punched in the face. You don't even give me insurance. And I just went inside the freezer.
I don't blame you.
You were also like 18 at the time.
Correct, but still, I think if I were like currently still in that position,
You still
I would still go in the freezer.
Oh my gosh.
They don't give me any insurance. I'm not going to get a broken nose and then
Yeah,
like
it's like if you work
over
at,
minimum wage.
It's like if you work at a gas station or whatever and you get robbed, you're not supposed to try to stop them.
Bro,
right?
take the money.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying-
it's not my money. It's
Yeah.
insured, it's covered, and it's not worth it. Plus, like if you try to stop them, you'll get fired.
Yeah. Or you'll die.
Yeah.
Or- yeah.
Even worse.
No, or you could have the Hermione like thought process where like you could get killed or worse, fired.
Expelled.
All right. How did we get on that? What was your question? I don't even remember what your question was.
Oh,
what
my
would you
question-
get arrested
Yeah,
for?
if I
and
were
then I
to get
started
arrested.
talking about Walmart.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one sounds good.
Okay.
Your microphone works really well. It's just
It
this-
likes me. What can I say? If you could have any career on the planet, what would it be and why? Oh, this is so great. I would 100% be a screenwriter / director. I want to write and direct my own movies, TV shows, films.
Speaking of that, you can right here on nonsense.podcast.
Yeah, there's some things. There's a thing I wrote that I hope gets published on this channel at some point, and also filmed. And I bruised my hands filming it, so
Which one?
locked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one will definitely be on here. It's going to be a little bit more serious, but
it's dark.
Help! Help! Hello! Help! Please! Help!
we shot it, what, like 5 years ago?
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
I'm sorry.
It was also at the church.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
also
at this
filmed
church.
in this church. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something I kind of want to tell everybody. That's something that you guys can expect on this channel. We're going to be doing like sketches and like short films and just silly videos and things like that. So we just want this to be a fun place to like just enjoy creativity. So that'll be kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, so you can do that. Not, at the big time, but yeah, that'd be super
With the
cool.
resources we have.
Right.
So much.
Speaking of that, Shane, the editor, you can cut this out too. We are going to get a very, very expensive camera.
Okay.
Did I tell you about it?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay. So yeah, it's coming very soon. We're almost done with this project, and
Yeah.
it's going to be
I'm
super high
excited
quality.
to see what it looks like.
It's going to be baller.
It's going to look like a
I
camera.
already feel like this is as clear as it gets. What do you mean? But I'm just not. I don't know anything about cameras.
It can
or
be
film, so-
clearer.
Oh yeah.
It can be even clearer.
Well, so these cameras shoot in
Crispier.
4K. The camera I'm buying shoots in 8K.
I do look very light.
Yeah.
My skin is very light. I
when
don't
you get
notice
that.
Yeah, that's why I moved the lights back. Was because
Okay.
you were like washed out, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I was about to say I'm going to have to borrow your computer to edit it, but I won't.
you're gonna have your own. You're gonna have a pretty baller computer. All right, Shane, the editor, you're just gonna have fun cutting all this stuff
Hopefully on my new computer.
out. Right.
All right.
All right. So
Does everybody answer, or do we
if you want
pass
to,
the buck?
it's if you want to answer, if you have something to say. These are just like
Yeah.
topics.
Does
like,
anybody else
discussion
want to
topics.
answer?
The career that mine.
Oh,
So
I completely forgot.
mine would be like I just like honestly I want to kind of what we're doing now. I just want to do creative things with my friends. That's all I want to do. If I can get paid doing it, that'd be awesome. If AMC would take off, then I could do that because I wouldn't have to worry about
Yeah.
it.
Money.
Watch, I'm gonna look back on this in a couple of years and be like, AMC took off. So now I'm like looking back on it, being like, good call, Rob. Or I'll.
You're such an optimist.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say the opposite.
Well,
I'll be like,
was-
oh yeah, and then
I was getting ready to.
AMC fell off real bad.
Yeah, I was gonna, like, if it did fall off, it'd be like bad choice, Rob. But yeah, so that would be mine. Is I just want to. I don't want to actually work for somebody else, and I don't want to have to like go get clients and do this blah blah blah. I just want to be able to do creative things with fun with my friends, and then like somehow get an income from it.
And right now it's great practice.
Exactly.
Mine would be anything to do with like kids I like. The only thing to make it better of it is like I had control over it all. Like,
So you're like the head of it.
yeah, but also I don't want to do that also because then I feel like I can't be in the classroom, so it's like a struggle.
Right.
But if that didn't work out, probably just staying at home, not doing
Not doing anything.
Stay at home dog mom.
Yeah.
And kid mom.
Yeah, basically, that's what I would like to do.
I mean, I'm right there too. Like, I would love to just sit in my recliner all day long and watch TV and just get paid for it.
Yep.
That'd be great.
And just like having any opportunity to just like go do things.
Just
you
like
know?
whenever you want to.
Just whenever.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
But-
super cool. That's my whole plan, is just to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it.
Yeah.
That's my whole plan.
That's the cool thing about remote work is I can go to Nigeria and still be checking in with
right.
my coworkers.
Right. So
Yeah.
actually, the three of us have that going on for us. We're all like
Yeah.
independent contractors. We can go wherever we want it, and
Yeah.
we can still work from there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't take the kids with you when you go places.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. You'd be like, field trip.
Field trip.
And
We're in
then
a school bus.
The parents would be like, where's my kid?
Where is my child?
Oh, they're in Nigeria. It's fine.
Yeah.
With
They
Mike.
went all to Nigeria.
Yeah, they're in
All the way
Nigeria with Mykah.
Can you imagine me trying to travel with 17 4-year-olds
Oh my gosh. That'd be a nightmare.
on an airplane?
On 14
First of all,
airplanes.
everyone on the airplane would absolutely hate you.
For sure.
You'd have to give out like the little snack bags. Be
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry I have these kids.
Here's
Please bear
$100
with
for
us."
you.
Right.
I'm sorry. Here's $100 for you. I'm sorry.
Everybody gets $100. All right. Anybody else want to pull from the wall?
I want to pull from the bowl
Do
again.
it. There's so many in there.
I know. I just want
I didn't realize it was going to take us that long to do 4.
a really good one.
We talk a lot.
I mean,
all
we're
right.
probably like cumulative 45
Ooh,
minutes.
that's a long one.
Yeah, we can cut stuff out too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not worried about it.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, can I read it?
Yeah, I just think it's a little boring.
Read it out loud so we can hear if it's boring or not.
What would be the best, worst name for different types of businesses? Dry cleaners, amusement parks, etc.
Yeah, that's pretty boring. Who put this list
Yeah,
together?
who put that in there? Oh, this one could be funny. What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
Well, what is it? What are all in Wyoming?
Groundhogs.
Groundhogs. So buy one groundhog, get one free, but the sale is only happening in Wyoming.
So you just get all the groundhogs.
Wait, that would be slavery. Yeah, because groundhogs buying other groundhogs.
I mean,
That's true.
That's the slavery.
Well,
of-
no, I don't think it actually is, because if the groundhog people just bought the more groundhogs, they just become integrated into groundhog society. That's actually how they've got so many. They've just
buy 'em?
imported more groundhogs
From where?
from everywhere else.
Other Wyomings?
No, from
The
all
other Wyomings.
There's groundhogs in other
Dun, dun,
states besides Wyoming. I've got a groundhog right by my house.
What's his name?
Jerry.
Legitimately.
That is true. His name is Jerry, and I've been trying to relocate him for like a year.
Well, get him a bus pass.
Trying.
Get him a bus pass to Wyoming.
Shane's not been trying to relocate him. He likes to look at him outside the window.
Well,
there's Jerry. Hey, Jerry.
He's gonna be that old man that's like sitting there watching out the window, being like, "Who can I call the cops on today?"
Well, the problem is that Jerry has lived in this neighborhood longer than I have been there. Okay, he was there from the first day that I came to look at the house. He was on the porch.
So you're the gentrifier.
And he ate my garden last year.
Ooh, Jerry.
So he needs to probably go.
That was the
The neighbor wanted me to kill him, but I don't feel right about killing him when he has been there longer than I have. Therefore, I just need to relocate him to a new location. However, we have been unsuccessful in relocation efforts.
Yeah.
You should see what groundhogs like and put it in a
Oh, I know what they like. It's tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Yeah, because he ate all my tomatoes. We tried carrots.
Sorry, I know it's
It
part
didn't
painful.
work.
So what?
I just laughed and then I said, sorry, that's probably painful.
No,
Actually.
it's not. Actually, the deer were much worse than Jerry, but...
Tomatoes.
You gonna make me do it?
Yep.
With the sub hand and be looking at the camera.
All right. Anybody else got any buy one get one free stuff? What would be the worst buy one?
I was
get one
going to
free?
say, what are those you men when you have to get your prostate exam? There we go.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking like the same. Like I was like root canal. Buy one get one free. But honestly, that would
Actually,
be pretty good.
Have you... I mean, we know the price of a root canal.
No, we know the price.
Dental
of,
work is
Oh,
expensive.
Mykah, what was I thinking when I brought you on?
Good answer. Good answer. That could be a Family Feud question and it'd be really entertaining to see the answers.
Yeah.
What would be the buy one get one free thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that actually would be really good.
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on. Anybody else got any?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, so I'm not gonna draw out of that because we've been going for like an hour.
You
and
printed
20
so
minutes.
many of these. I feel bad. We only pulled like 4.
There's so many of
I
them.
still want to read them though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like interested.
So you guys
what they say.
read them off as I'm like closing out the episode.
Okay.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for
Would
watching.
you trade it?
Oh, this is
Wait,
not gonna
it's for
work.
looks or vice versa?
We would like it if you would like us and follow us on Instagram at nonsense.podcast. And then I don't know if we're gonna have a Facebook or whatever, but if we do, go find it. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a comment. Tell us what you think about Mykah's pretty dress, and then come back and watch the next one because there's gonna be another one, and we're probably gonna be wearing the same clothes because we're getting ready to do the next one right now.
Yep.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why it's just like...
Deuces.
It's like that's gonna be the thumbnail. It's like, what is that?
Like an
what
anime,
are the girls that do
anime
that?
girl
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know what they're called though. There's like, I'm sure they
E-girl? Is that what
Like
I'm thinking of?
hentai. Is that the word you're looking
No.
for? Okay, sorry.
And downhill.
I hear anime girls. I'm like, hentai.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you just thought it was this anime, but it
No,
isn't.
no.
No, it's
I'm
it's
familiar.
The girls. They're like young school
Oh,
girls.
kawaii. Is that like, yeah?
where they're-
Kawaii.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
It's
Gwen Stefani when she was, yeah.
All right, Shane, I'm cutting now.